So tomorrow is my mum's 90th birthday, so what I've done is I've cut up an old, well, not an old duvet, but I've cut up a duvet cover which has got all gold tones in. I've sewn them together now, all in different shades of gold, and then we're going to make some bunting. So I'll iron those flat shortly, and then I'll get some tape and tape them together. And it's a quick and easy way of using up scraps, or if you can find a duvet cover in shades what would look nice, buy it and cut it up. So that's what I'm doing, and hopefully it'll look really nice and regal for tomorrow for her, because she's 90. So we wanted it all in gold because we've just decorated her room for a birthday present in gold and lovely burgundy colours, which looks really nice. So I think that should go really nice. I'll show you it shortly when it's finished. Okay, and I've also, with the rest of the pieces that were not as big as this and I didn't want them, cut out long pieces like this out of the pillowcases. I'm going to make these as ribbons, and they'll be lovely, you know, wrapped around a wreath as well. So we've got a lot of stuff out of 2 pillowcases. So be mindful, you know, of when you're out thrifting, or if you've got any, you know, special colours that would be ideal for Christmas, you know, in fabric at home, to, you know, use everything up. And yes, you could have like a rustic feel to it and have the edges all raw, and I think that's like the feel, the style that I'm going to go for with these. First I'm going to make a bow out of these scrap lengths that I told you about earlier on from the pillowcases. So I've done some lengths of them, and I thought, let's try and make a bow. Now I recently found this in a shop, and it's an original bow maker ribbon renaissance, which you can make all sorts of size bows on. I mean, you can make this yourself. You could put 2 sellotape 2 wooden spoons to a table, and you could have these 2, or you can do it over your hand. You know, there's lots of different options online that'll show you how to make a bow. But I've got this, and it's a wooden plank, and it's got holes in it, and you just put the dowels into the holes, and you basically then can make the bows. You can actually make very, very big ones or small ones. So I'm going to go for the medium size one and see how that is. So you put your fabric behind the 2 rods, and then basically you do that, you cross it over like so, and then the next stage is that you take that left hand side through the middle and up over the top, and then you want to just basically knot it. So do a knot, so secure it together in the middle. Nice. How easy is that? And you've got yourself a bow, and you just pull it off. So I'm going to do that all, and there's your bow. That's so cute. Turn it round the other way, pull them out a bit, and use those. And what I will do is, I think I might iron those little bits, cut the little bits at the bottom in a V so it looks more stylised. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So I'm going to make lots of them. So with the gold, again, take your 2 pieces around like so, straight underneath and then over like so, and then you want to be knotting it, start in the middle like that, and you've got a bow, and that's going to be a bit longer, and then you just literally pull it off, and you've got your bow, and you can fluff it up, and you've got your bow. Now these are going to be ideal just to decorate in the house. Make sure that your lengths are exact when you start folding it over, of course, and knot it get used to it. And as I say, you can do this with a friend who will put her arms, 2 fingers up in a nice way. Right here, and hold it for you. Another one, so it's so easy, makes light work. And remember, these were off colours from the pillowcase. So it's a nice way of using more fabric scraps. And no, not everyone's got this, I do know. So like I say, if you've got 2 wooden spoons like that, and then stick it on with some tape onto the end of a table. Let me show you. So with two wooden spoons, you could just lots of duct tape on a wooden table or surface, and then use it like that. And as bows seem to be all the rage this year, it's a great cheap way of getting your bows, isn't it, made? And you can personalise it. The main thing is you can do it out of any fabric you like. So whatever your colour theme is this year, you've got it, and you've got it covered. Right, so I've sewn all these down the side like I said, and the easiest way of doing it is with a knitting needle, so that you can actually turn them the right side out. And I'm going to iron that flat next, and do it with all of those so they look like that, and then we'll iron them out flat shortly. Right, so I've turned all these inside out so that they're the right way now, of course. So they're long tube. And what I'm going to do now is plug the iron in and iron them so that it's all nice and neat. And then we can fold them over like a loop on each other. But if you buy some Velcro, I'd advise you just buy some Velcro and then stitch it on to both sides, and then you can just Velcro it and take it apart, which would be great for storage as well. But I haven't got any, but I would advise you do that. So that's what I'd advise. So what I'm going to do is just turn it over, I think, sew both sides down, and then I will sew so it's a nice neat edge. And then I'll have to get the next colour, loop it around and do the same to that, so that we start getting the chain. So this one will be a permanent fixture. Right, so I've done all these now, and there's 4 plain, a pile of plain coloured glitter, plain glitter, and we've got about 7 or 8 of each one, and we've sewn the seams up on both sides. So now we can just roll it up. Now I don't know what to do now. I said to you, get some Velcro, and that's a good idea, because then you can take them apart and lay them flat, which is fabulous. I might just use a glue gun and just stick them together with a dab of glue, and that hopefully will secure it for Christmas. And then this year that hopefully will suffice, and I can use it as a decoration until I get some proper Velcro. And the bows were great as well. We had good fun doing the bows out of the bow maker. So out of 2 pillowcases, it cost me 50p, and the other pillowcase actually was with a duvet cover that I made the bunting some time ago from my mum's 90th. I've got some lovely decorations for Christmas, so I hope that inspires you to do the same. So it's beautiful, hope you can see it. Really pleased how it's turned out out of 2 pillowcases. So always, look for using up scraps, because you can get all sorts of things from scraps. Hope it's inspired you to make it too. Thank you for watching this small Christmas craft video. There's more to come. Please check out the ones I've already done, and there's a few more coming as well. Thanks a lot. Bye now.